Were you surprised with the fact that there was unanimity by the Supreme Court judges? Remember 2017 we had two were dissenting of the view, but of course the majority that what do you call it, who
dissented.
Gave that, yes, yeah, dissented, but of course who made the decision later on ahead of a different opinion? Yeah.
Well, you could see in every allegation that the petitioners had, IEBC had an answer. In everything they alleged, there was an answer for everything. So it made their case very hard. And that you could tell from the fact that they had so many prayers in their petition. They call it a cocktail of prayers. In law, it's more or less like they were just trying to get one thing, as Daktari says. Just grab one thing and hope that that goes. I liked what Ruth has said. There were so many irregularities as they saw. But now the problem is it comes to preparation of the elections. It means the reporting mechanism of that irregularity was not there. And that is why the court is saying there's nothing before us, or whatever you have brought is insufficient. Because at the end of the day, the affidavits that were sworn, because you see the affidavit there is more or less the evidence. When your evidence is not there, then there's nothing the court can't help. Even if they were to look at something and say, let's try and give this, it's more or less like that mathematics teacher who's marking and is like, this answer is wrong, but you have one for the method. There is nothing. So you can't get anything at the end of the day. And you see the court can't dish out sweets. In as much as people feel like the judgment was harsh, it can dish out sweets because at the end of it, it's there to do its work. And there's something Ruth has said about the process of going to court and everything. I believe the fact that this thing has ended up in the Supreme Court is actually quite a good thing, so that people can actually move on. Because at the end of the day, we are trying to come somewhere as a country where when you win and the results are there to prove that you win, you are sent to office. If you lose and the election was actually not bungled, or you can't prove that it was, then we move on as well. Because at the end of the day, what we experienced in 2007 was courtesy of people not having faith in courts. But now where we are right now, we are trying to grow our democratic space and also in our jurisprudence. And that is why you see, like Daktari says, Chebukati was well planned this time around, because he looked at what happened in 2017 and sat down and asked himself, what do I do so to make sure that when it comes to 2022, I don't end up in the same place where I had an egg on my face. So I believe this issue of going to court has helped, because at the end of the day, the next commission, because we have 3 commissioners who exit in January, that is Chebukati and the 2. And we don't know the fate of the other 4. They will peg 4 as they are called. Because at the end of the day, because at the end of...
Call them the Serena 4.
The handshake
or the Serena 4.
Or the handshake commission.
I wouldn't say that.
I think that's a bit unfair.
Because
no, it was during that season.
Because at the end of the day, he said yesterday, they have not chased anyone. Let their conscience deal with them. So what we pray and hope for is that as we plan to move ahead as a country, you know, now there's more or less a president who's no longer elected. He's more or less the president, right? As we wait for the swearing in. He has a Herculean task in bringing everyone together. And that is as simple as working for the entire country. And I've heard his comments saying that he'll work for everyone, whether they voted for him or not. That is a matter of wait and see. And we hope that comes to be. Because at the end of the day, to avoid the issues of handshake, we have to have a president that represents the entire country. Because handshake came because there are those who felt this is not our government. Or this government is illegitimate. That is why you had 2 presidents. One with portfolio, one without a portfolio. But at the end of the day, we want one government that will work for everyone, irrespective of whether you voted for it or not, so that we move away from this issue, because we can't be politicking every single day.
Look, we can't move from this issue maybe as quickly as we'd hope for. But look, the outgoing president, Uhuru Kenyatta, in his speech yesterday, questioning the criteria within which the Supreme Court judges upheld the victory of William Ruto, he noted the 2017 polls were nullified based on, back to the question of electoral process, you know, but says the 2022 decision only focused on the issue of numbers, saying, why is there inconsistency in these 2 decisions? Because
in 2017, the process had an issue. In 2022, the court is saying there's no issue with the process. The process is okay. And that is why they are saying, since the process is okay, then the numbers are verifiable. And that is why the judgment looks the way it looks. Because at the end of the day, the process in 2017 had issues, like Dr. just highlighted, the issue with the server, the issue with the forms, and there was the transparency in the process was an issue. But now it says, for example, the technology used was okay. The process was there. The servers were opened as per the report that was taken to court. So at the end of the day, that is where they settle on the number and they are saying, if the process is okay, then the numbers add up.